Hello and welcome to the video tutorial for song number 4 in my free beginner songbook, Long Ago. Before we get into the tutorial, I wanted to say a quick word about reading music. I understand that learning to read music can be very challenging, especially if you have never had any previous musical experience. I always liken reading music to learning a different language because I think it's very similar, right? You have to learn a whole different world of symbols that mean certain things, and I understand it can be very challenging at first. My best tip when you're just beginning is to not read every single individual note. Instead, you're going to read the distance between each note or the shape of the line. So if you look at your Long Ago music, all you really have to do is figure out the very first note, which is open A. After that, you can see the next note. It's the same note, and then it goes up one, same note, up one, and so on. So you're not reading every single note, but instead reading the shape of the line. So this is another tune from Suzuki Book 1. It is a little bit more complicated because one, it has a little bit quicker rhythm. We have some eighth notes in here, but we've already seen that previously in Mary Had a Little Lamb. It also incorporates 3 different strings. So we'll be playing mostly on A string and E string, but it does have a couple notes on the D string as well. Additionally, we will have to do a retake at the end of measure 24. We haven't gone over retakes in the course, in the free beginner course, but I'll make sure to go through that when we get there. I like to think of this song again in 4 different parts. So the first 4 measures is part 1, the next 4, part 2, the next 4, part 3, and the final 4, part 4. Similar to Lightly Row, parts 2 and 4 are the same. Lucky us. Again, we're in the key of A major here, so we have 3 sharps, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp. I know that there's no time signature written, but it is 4/4, the same as the other tunes. So, like I said, we'll start on open A on a down bow. And my suggestion for the bowing here is try to use almost your whole bow on the quarter notes, and then just a little bit of bow on the eighth notes. So A, first finger on A or B, second finger on A, C sharp, C sharp again, D, third finger, open E, first finger on E, F sharp, open E, C sharp. And of course, you'll use your whole bow on that note as well. Open E, third finger on A or the note D, second finger on A, C sharp, first finger on A, B, third finger on A, D, C sharp, second finger, B, first finger, open A. Great job. That was the first 4 measures. We'll pause there for a second. You might be wondering what those little less than signs or greater than, I don't know, I get those confused, mean. And those are called decrescendos or diminuendos. Either word is totally fine. I like to use decrescendo, and it means to get softer. I wouldn't worry about it too much at this point, but that's what those mean in case you're wondering. Starting on section 2, which is measure 21, open A, B, first finger, C sharp, second finger, C sharp again, D, third finger, open E, F sharp, first finger, open E, and C sharp. That was the same as measures 1 and 2, right? Now E, open, Third finger on A. Second finger on A. First finger on A. Second finger C sharp. First finger B. Open A. So here's where the retake comes in. A retake, you might also hear it called like a bow circle or a reset or something. You have to do that when you want to play two notes in a row in the same bow direction. So in this case, we want to go down bow twice. So to do that, I'll play my open A and then just move my hand in a circle down and around and land on the E string. Now your circle does not have to be that big. I was just kind of over exaggerating it so you could see the motion. You can do a smaller circle. But really the purpose is just to reset your bow, get back to the frog, and be ready to play another down bow. Continuing on, open E, D third finger, C sharp second finger, B first finger. Now here's where our D string notes come in. So the note is E, first finger on the D string, hop your one over D string and play that twice. Third finger on A, C sharp second finger, B first finger, open A. And then we just repeat E, D, C sharp, B. First finger hops over to D string, play that twice. D, which is third finger on A. C sharp, B, A. Very good job. Before we get into the last part, I'll just touch on the other dynamic markings that we have written in this tune. Dynamic refers to the volume at which you play. At the very beginning, you see MF, that stands for mezzo forte, which means like a medium loud. At the beginning of measure 5, you see an F, which means forte, which means loud. And then 2 measures later, MP, that stands for mezzo piano, so it's like a medium soft. Again, I suggest not worrying too much about the dynamics at this point, but if you're curious, that's what they mean. Final section starting on measure 29. The measures are small, so I gotta look close. Remember, this is the same as section 2. A, B, C sharp, C sharp, D, open E, F sharp, E, C sharp, E, D, C sharp, B, C sharp, B, open A. Very good. I suggest really trying your hardest not to write notes over every single note. And if you do have a particular note you're struggling with and want to write something over it, write the finger number rather than the note. Let's give this a try. This is 45 on my metronome. Ready.